Hey everybody, and welcome back to 365 Riffs for Beginning Guitar. I'm going to show you how to pluck through On the Road Again by Willie Nelson, how to transpose it to a different key, and how to play the guitar solo in the middle of the song. So let's get started. So in today's video, we're going to talk about strumming through the entire tune. We're going to talk about that guitar solo that happens about halfway through. And I'm going to show you how you can transpose the song to a different key for one reason, to avoid the F chord, just in case you're not confident about your F chord. So let's get started. Capo at the 4th fret. That's going to help us play in the right key if you want to play along with the original. In light of that, I'm going to be calling this the 1st fret, the 2nd fret, the 3rd fret. Okay, it's all going to be relative to the capo position. Let's talk about the left-hand chords over here. We need a C. We need a nice easy version of E7 with 2 fingers there. D minor. We do need the F chord that I mentioned, and I'm going to show you a link to a video. In the description to this video, I'm going to show you a link to another video that I made all about options for the F chord, okay? Because there's lots of ways to play an F chord. So don't get scared off by the fact that this song does have F in it. And then we also need a G chord. I encourage you to do G with your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th fingers. Pinky on the 1st string, 3rd fret, ring in middle over here in the bass strings. That's going to help facilitate a nice chord change between G and C, which does happen in this song. Okay, so that does it for the fretting hand. Over here in the picking hand, you're going to be doing a lot of boom chick strumming. See where the name comes from, right? Boom chick, boom chick, boom chick. You can either stay on the root note. In this case, for the C chord, it's on the 5th string, or you can alternate bass notes. I'm going to alternate between 5 and 4. On C, you can also alternate between the 5th string, 3rd fret, and the 6th string, 3rd fret. See how my ring finger is moving over? Okay, so I'm going to walk you through some options for each chord. E7. Definitely want to start with a 6th string. How about 4, 5, 4? You can move around, you know. D minor, definitely want to start in the 4th string to 5. On F, you could do the 4th string to the 3rd, or watch this, 4th string, my ring finger is going to move over to the 5th string, 3rd fret. Okay, that works. And lastly, on the G, we have 6 to 4. Okay, these are some options, but they're good conventional options for the boom chick strumming. Okay, last thing before we get into actually playing the tune. When you see a chord name on the screen, that chord name is going to represent 4 boom chicks. So when you see the letter C on the screen, that represents 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? There's only one small exception to this picking pattern, and that is you're going to see an F-G combination. And when you have when you're at that point of the verse, it's only 2 boom chicks. That's all. 2 boom chicks on the F, 2 boom chicks on the G. It would sound like this: F, G. That's all. Otherwise, 4 boom chicks per chord name. And if you see 2 C's in a row, that would be 8 boom chicks. All right, let's get down to it. Here comes the intro, the verse, and the chorus. No big surprises here. You can see the chord changes. Don't forget, when you get to the F, G, it's only 2 boom chicks on the F and 2 boom chicks on the C, on the G, I should say. Okay, so here comes the verse. On the road again, I just can't wait to get on the E7. I'm going to slow down a little bit. Road again. The life I love is making D minor music with my friends. F. I'm going to go slowly here. I'm going to do that thing where the ring finger hops over. Watch this on the F chord. I can't wait to get G on the road again. Okay, now the bass strings that I'm choosing are only, they're not carved in stone. There's some options there, okay? Number 1 is the boom chick rhythm, no matter what bass strings you hit. Number 2, changing chords in time. And the icing on the cake is having some fun alternating those bass notes. You don't have to prioritize that. I'd rather hear someone perform the tune with some good singing in a good beat and changing chords right when you're supposed to change chords than to hear a whole lot of bass note strumming. That can come next. Okay, let's get into the chorus. Chorus is even easier. Hey, now's a good time to say thanks for watching. I really appreciate the views that my videos get. I appreciate the subscribers. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like this video. And don't forget to check out my website, Songbike, for tons of great videos you cannot find anyplace else. So here's the chorus. Good news and bad news. The good news is it's only got 3 chords in it. Bad news is it relies on the F chord quite a bit. On the road again, band of gypsies on the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning our way. I'm going to slow down here. And our way. That G gets a little abbreviated. Boom, chick, strum. Right? The music stops. On the road again, and then it heads into the verse one more time to wrap up the form. The form of this tune goes verse, verse, chorus, verse, okay? A, very common form. Okay, so there in the chorus, I was doing the 4-string F, and I chose to alternate my bass notes between the 4th string and the 5th string like that. You do not have to do that. There's all sorts of other options, okay? But that's a very decent conventional option right there. Now, that's the whole form of the tune. That's everything you need to know. I'm going to show you how to play through the guitar solo in a nice simple version in the next clip. And after that, we're going to get into how to transpose the tune to a different key where you don't need the F chord, just for fun. Okay, here comes the solo. There's a great guitar solo about halfway through the tune, and it happens twice. So what you're seeing on the screen, you're going to repeat. I tabbed out a nice easy version of the guitar solo here. You can always get fancier, and everything on the screen, take it with a grain of salt. You may decide to omit a note or repeat a note more than I do, but this gets you in the ballpark. And we love seeing all those zeros, right? Because zeros mean no fretting hands. Okay, in slow motion. Pretty straightforward, right? No big surprises. In fact, you only really need your index and ring finger. That's what I recommend, index and ring finger. There you go. There's the guitar solo. Here comes now the next clip about transposing to a different key, which you, I think, will enjoy, partly because you avoid the F chord, partly just fun to know about transposing. Here it comes. So let's talk about transposing. I am going to keep the capo at the 4th fret just for continuity purposes. It's been there the whole time, so why change it now? We have a new set of chords here to get us through this tune. On the road again, just can't wait to get on the road again. Life I love is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. And the chorus. On the road again, like a band of gypsies on the highway. The best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning on. Okay, now the B7 is not an easy chord, but here's a little shortcut. If you do G with your middle ring and pinky, the middle finger is already in the right place. See that? G, and then B7, okay? By the way, the same thing kind of happens when you're going from A minor to C. Only one finger needs to move when you change from A minor to C. Now let's talk about transposing, and what I'm going to teach you today is the down and dirty method of transposing. This is not exactly the university approved method, but it does work in the field most of the time. What we're doing is we're taking every chord from the original and we're advancing it 4 more alphabet letters. What does that mean? Well, take a look at the little chart on the screen there. The song originally began with a C chord, right? Now we're going to advance 4 alphabet letters. We're on C, right? D, E, F, G. So G is the new C. You with me? Now we can do this for each chord, but I think you get the idea. What was an E7 originally, the beginning of this video, we advanced it 4 alphabet letters to F, G, A, B7. Got it? Now this doesn't always work quite as smoothly as it does with this song, but it works a lot of the time. So now you know the down and dirty method of transposing, okay? Transposing can be super useful if you have a limited vocal range, like some of us, and you can't sing as high as Willie Nelson or as low as somebody or whatever. Transposing is a real lifesaver, just like the capo can be. a real lifesaver. Okay, everybody, so there's your quick lesson on transposing on the guitar. Of course, if you learn the song in the original key, by the way, with the C and the E7, F and G and all that stuff, and it's too high to sing, well, either move the capo back or take the capo off altogether. If it's too low, you can advance the capo up a little bit, although as the capo gets higher and higher, you kind of run out of real estate up here. So maybe it's time to transpose rather than simply moving the capo. Either way, though, it's an extremely useful tool as a guitar player. Hey, everybody, thank you for watching. That does it for today's Riff of the Day. Don't forget, I've got a playlist at my YouTube channel called 365 Riffs for Beginning Guitar, and this one is going to be on that playlist. And there's hundreds and hundreds more videos on that playlist that I think you'll love. All right, everybody, I will see you tomorrow.